Well, it's been a fantastic week and a great start. You know, I was concerned. We had the first 3 2-year-olds we raced second beat ahead. Then we were 6th with the colt in the same race. But the last 3 have been good. I guess including the qualifier from Chicago Hall, that's 4 in a row. Thoroughly pleased with what I've seen. You know, you always wonder. The horses trained down good. They've been in 2.5. They've been in 2.2. They've been in 2.1. They've shown you a quarter and 28 and a piece, 29 and a half and 59. But can that translate to the track? Now, to be fair, we haven't won any stake races. We've got 3 win pitchers so far: Arrowhead, Hanover, Aunt Lily, and Freedom Hill. We haven't got any stake money yet, any massive win pitchers, but got some wins. We got some nice looking 2-year-olds, and just very, very pleased with what I've seen so far. So I want to go through the 2-year-olds with you really quick. Allie's got grit. This horse has put on a lot of weight, actually, and starting to look good. The Illinois horses now are starting to look good, and the plan is probably mid-July we'll get them out to Jim Eaton, out to Illinois, and get them going. I forgot to tell you, I saw What a Lady One Night training the race bike in 213. She looked very good. Very good in the race bike. What's that?
She smoothed it out.
Yeah, quite a bit, actually. I figured we'd just put the hobbles on her, but it doesn't look like we're going to need to. And the other colt has been training good, too, and that's Allie's got great. Arrowhead, Hanover. I told everybody, you know, I just felt that this guy in particular needed a little more spit polish before we really got him into race. And you know, he might have won by a head or half length, but he felt like a winner in the first turn. You know, I didn't pull the earplugs. He did his work. He understood what his work was, and he got it done. Got up to win at 59. Now that's a long ways from 55 or 56, but a start. Definitely a start. Really pleased with Arrowhead Hanover. His mile, his understanding of his job, and just the execution of it all. He was very, very good. A Tron. Man, I wish I owned some of this filly. She was so good training the other day. 2.7, like last half 59. She's getting there and getting ready to go, and just thoroughly pleased with what I've seen from her. Now, I want everybody to take note also. This is another filly that had 3 or 4 weeks of that modified training where we just kind of backed them off. Some time in the aqua treadmill, some time jogging, slow training, and she's really come to life the last little bit and was absolutely, I was going to say ridiculous, but she was very, very good training the other day. Aunt Lily, winner today. It was nice to hear Ronnie Wren talk about the fillies. He said they were both very, very good fillies, and you know, he said he hoped that Ollie had baseball tournaments all summer long because he was pretty comfortable sitting in behind them. He thought they both raced very, very well, and Aunt Lily looked great. Bluebird Tuxedo Hill, despite the temperature, its white count was a little bit high. That's the other reason I hate these shorts. These cards keep coming out. His white count jumped. His despite the temperature, it's happened quite a few times. It's weird with this guy. Looks healthy, looks fine, and hopefully we can get some heavier training in him this week. Missed some time with that elevated white count and liver count, and Jason needs a license for who? Elevated liver count, elevated white count, and AST. He is starting to look a lot better now, and very, very happy with what I've seen from Bluebird Tuxedo Hill, but we need to get him back training. We need to get him back in a full workout. Blue Ventura looked great the other day qualifying. Gave him a week. That was a heavy, heavy, heavy qualifier. Gave him a week, trained him up this week, changed his shoes. Left line, I couldn't figure out why, and then they found a couple of corns and some sore feet in that left foot especially. Both corners, right front foot, inside corner. So we ended up putting the mushroom bars on him. I'm going to school him Tuesday to see how he feels in those. Cadeau qualified great the other day. Thoroughly pleased with Cadeau and the work he has done. Captain Incredible has been very, very good also training here. I'm going to talk to Harry a little bit more about him tomorrow. I want to see where we're at, when he's going to start going to Mohawk, hopefully by the first part of July, because I would like to have the horse qualified by mid-July. Century Legion made the break the other day. See, it says it in red, right? That means they're locked. Century Legion the other day made the break. I told James and Dominic we'd work on this guy and get him squared away. That, although it was an anomaly, the break, he's been pretty good lately. He has made breaks, and they've been in that place before. So I'm almost certain it's just interference. How do we clean that up? How do we fix it up? We have some ideas. We'll work on those this week. Chicago Hall was exceptionally good qualifying today. Let me see. I know James was very mad after the qualifier. He cooled down after a while, but when you look at what we did with Chicago and just lay that over top of what they've done at the Meadowlands today, it's not that he's a muscle mass. He's not going to the Meadowlands, but he's still a really good horse, and he should be prepared and ready to race. And I don't think anything that happened in his qualifier was out of line from what I saw around North America, both at the Meadows this week and the Meadowlands this afternoon. Great qualifier from him. Did all his own work. Earplugs in his ears, no string on them, just earplugs. Snake cord in his mouth. 57-3 last quarter, 27-3 last half, 56-2 last three quarters, and 127, I believe. Nope, I'm right. 127. He was very good. Cleveland Masha trained good today. Country Dancing was great. Went to the vet the other day, got some vet work done. Now this time of year, when you're getting a little vet work done, especially with the babies, the vets always want to put a little corticosteroid in there, a little steroid in the injection, and that has withdrawal time of about 10 days. So you can't go out and race in a charted line. So we'll school Country Dancing a little bit on Tuesday. Should be in to go next Saturday. Dancing by myself, we're probably going to give some time off. He was getting there. He's been close. He's been in 2.7, I think I've been with him. But he's hitting that left hind. And I think that will go away with time. That will dissipate and go away with time. You just got to let this guy mature. He was one of our highest prospects this year in Ohio on the trotting colt side. Sometimes it's just those hurdles that they struggle to get through, and this was one of them. Dancing in my socks, he's a better horse than he showed the other night. I suspect he'll throw a much better line in soon. We're going to probably go to the fair with him on July the 2nd. Amy's been asking to go to the fair a lot, so Marion, I think, whatever it is, we're going to go there with some horses on the 2nd. Fire and Shine. A good race for her. Second beat Nostril at the wire. Raced very good. I think I was just a little too arrogant with her. Little green on the front end. First time she ever raced on the front end or been very much on the front end. And I thought she was sitting on a much bigger mile than she was. But again, very nice filly, and I suspect her follow-up will be a little closer to what I thought her initial race would be. Foxy Seaside, making a few little tinkers with her. We're going to school her. You all right? Are you mature? Sorry. No. A few little changes with her. We're going to school her on Tuesday, see how she is. Also, our plan is to race her next weekend. Freedom Hill was awesome today. Just push button, paint by numbers, great this afternoon. Ronnie thought she looked very, very good. A lot of people asking, hey, she went faster than Aunt Lily. You're right, she did. But I think when push comes to shove right now, I think she still is going to win in a photo. Aunt Lily, she's a little more durable than Freedom Hill, but both are this is a great problem to have. I think both fillies are extremely good. But right now, still looks like Aunt Lily by a head. Did I even mention Aunt Lily? I went from a Tron to Bluebird.
No, you did.
I did?
This was a winner.
Oh, yeah, okay. Gaslight Hall, again, I wouldn't call it the same modified. There's no lameness there. I just want to let him relax for about 2 weeks. And we're going to continue to train him. Something just popped up. What was I talking about? Gaslight. We're going to continue to train him over the next 2 weeks. But light jogging, 3 miles, open bridle, just let him relax for the next little bit. We'll get him back on track. Danny and Cindy thought that maybe he tied up the other day, which I can probably support that theory. He was blowing. I told you, if you go back and look at my video, he was blowing harder than the other horses and worked harder than the other horses when he really shouldn't have had to. So I can support the idea that maybe he tied up. We'll see. We're going to draw his blood on Monday, but either way, he's very, very close. Gorgeous Package, her first start will be on Wednesday. I'm really excited. Amy's excited too. She wants to come back and watch Gorgeous Package. You know that your daughter loves Gorgeous Package? Of Calls her little princess.
She calls the one up your little princess.
I know. She's crazy. Gorgeous package was great the other day. Qualifying, I was so excited, so happy for her. I was a little disappointed to get beat until I realized who beat me, but she was very good. Grand old chap trained the other day.
Did he?
Yeah, Jason said I couldn't go any faster than 240, 245 speed, and I said, well, that's pretty good. But he said, yeah, he was okay. So he is improving. Grand Slam deal, 7-2 morning line in Kentucky on Monday. That is reassuring. I'd love to see her do some damage down there. I like this filly a lot, and I think she's got a lot to offer for us. But I would like to see her start off on the right hoof, so to speak. So Scott and I have talked quite a bit about all the horses in on Monday. My only concerns, personally speaking, are Gymboree and Grand Slam deal. I just want to see them get a good mile into them. More worried about Scott's maybe trepidation with Green Glitter after the break, and sorry, not Green Glitter, Gymboree after the break. And Eric said she trained absolutely bomb-proof the other day. So Scott's going to actually go down. Not only is he going to go down and drive her horses, he's going last trip with all the horses on Monday just to make sure everything is on the up and up with all of them. Green Glitter, we just talked about her. She's going to be in next week in a Stallion Series race. That's on the 29th, which is in exactly 7 days from today, is Green Glitter. Next Saturday she'll race, so she'll actually, there's an 8th horse to school. She'll actually have to train on Saturday also, on Tuesday also. Gymboree, we talked about her a second ago. I'm really, of all the horses going, I'm excited about Memento Mori, Pickpocket, all the horses. My eyes are kind of quietly going to be peeled on Gymboree. I want to see how she does. I like the way she trained. I like the way she qualified. Eric said she was awesome the other day. I'm interested. I'm intrigued, and I can't wait to see her on Monday. He's a great guy, actually. This was one of the lowest points of the week for me, was the poor drive that I gave this horse at the qualifiers on Tuesday. He deserved better, and I didn't do it right by him. And he's going to race next Saturday in the pop-up series. We're going to school him also to make sure he's okay on Tuesday. High Hope's going to qualify. I just can't get a handle on this filly. So when sometimes she's really good, and most times she just annoys me to no end. But she has speed. I'm interested. A little concerned, a little worried, but very interested was to see High Hopes go on Tuesday. I Don't Play Nice was much better training. We did some bet work on him. Trained so much better the other day. I am very, very interested also to watch this guy go. I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to go with him on Tuesday. I'm a Trucker's been back in and going now. We're probably going to start him back up in training for what I don't know. Are we going to catch the end of the season? I can't speak to that. I don't know. But he'll be ready when he's ready.
Did Mountain Horse race?
Oh, yeah, they both, he run all over the track.
What?
Yeah, with flip-flops on, he just couldn't function. He just run all over the track. The camera actually showed him 3 times right in front of us. And all 3 times he just had this weird, floppy, out of character break, just out of gear, run. And I said to Donnie, well, that's not the horse that I trained the other day, so I would say just take the flip-flops off and put the aluminums on him and race him. The track was terrible. They went 220. Yeah, that's 18 seconds slower than I trained him the week before. That's all right. Leggy, I guess she's going to start in the Aqua Treadmill soon, which I'm surprised. She got a little chip taken out of her sesamoid behind. Interesting. I thought she'd be off a lot longer than that. Now, that doesn't mean she's going to race anytime soon, but I just thought she had a lot more stall rest in front of her, but apparently she doesn't. LT Troubadour, good qualifier. Did you see his qualifier the other day? 2-1, last quarter, 29 in a piece. Manhattan Money has been good. We're going to school him on Tuesday, race him next Saturday. Melisandre, we're going to start drilling down on her this week. Slow training trip on Friday. It was okay. She was okay when I'm out 238. Ava and I actually trained her together. Ava sat in the jog cart with me and we trained her. I'm going to start drilling down on Melisandre this week in preparation of hopefully a late July Lexington start. Memento Mori is in Monday. We all know what the score here, right? What the story is here. high expectations coming in, and I was very happy to see Chicago Hall. You know, you go back to her projections video. I love Memento Mori. He was my number 2 pick. My number 1 pick is the one I qualified today, and they are living up so far. No money made, no winning pictures yet, but they're both somewhat living up to their expectations so far. Mountaineer Prince, Amy and I just talked about. You made that break. We're going to fix that. My Wicked Heart is going to race next week or qualify, one or the other. Never Lose Felix. Amy and I talked about that briefly. This horse does have talent. He's made a lot of stupid breaks and done a lot of dumb things. But could it just be that he's very, very immature? There is speed there. I can say, you know, we talked about Wander Hill, and I just think he's slow, maybe. I'm not sure. But Never Lose Felix is not. He's trained hard. He's looked flashy at times, but he has made mistakes. And I think they may be more maturity. Yeah, you're right there. Yeah. Oh, Hill No, we're going to take her in qualifier in Pennsylvania. She trained great the other day, too. Very impressed with this filly. Pelican Alley, when's he coming back? He's not coming back to get ready to race this year. We're probably going to get him ready. You're going to see the same trajectory as maybe a Time Is On My Side. We talked about this with a number of horses. This guy's one of them, right? He's going to come back. We're going to race him through the latter part of fall into the winter. If we like him, shut him down, bring him back again. That's the plan with Pelican Alley. Princess Dream has been training great. I told everybody at the barn, just hang out around 225, 235 for the next 2 weeks. She'll tell you when she's ready to go more. When she feels like she's ready to go more, that's when you can push in the accelerator. Just let her tell you. That's exactly what we're going to do. Do you mind if I go to the barn for a sec? I want to check on Chicago. Don't mind? Addie Bear?
Yeah?
I'm going to go to the barn to see a horse for 1 sec, okay?
Me too.
Okay, good. Resolve Indeed has been training great and looked great again. Today I was told, did they bring her down to Mohawk on Wednesday? I wonder? Or did I train her on Wednesday?
You trained her.
Oh, next Wednesday I want her to go to Mohawk and train in 210. So she's getting close. Roser and AJ, I'm going to qualify him. And if you think James was mad at me about Chicago Hall, he's going to be livid about Roser and AJ, because I have every intention of qualifying him at about 56 on Tuesday at the Meadows. I think very highly of this colt. The Next Generation is coming up very, very quickly. We have not been able to get him into a pari-mutuel event, and I think I'm probably going to qualify him at about 56 on Tuesday. Rosa and Alexander, Amy asked about Rosa and Alexander. Just going to take time. You know, she hit her knee, it blew up. There's a cut on her knee. When it comes down, it's just superficial. But if you try and work your way around that knee right now, it's going to become a little more than superficial very, very soon. Just let it come down. It's going to come down on its own. When it does, it's going to heal up, and then we're going to have to shoe her around that knee, and then away we go. Still a super fast filly in there. There's nothing holding her back right now. She will be absolutely fine. But we have to do right by the filly, and there is a process at play here, and it will take another couple of weeks probably before we can get her going perfectly. She's jogging every day. Just can't train her right now. Rosetta went to the vet, did some work on her. She will be racing in the Meadows next week, and then off to New Jersey. I thought her stakes started at the end of June. They don't. They start July 12th. So she went to the vet. She'll race next week, and then off to New Jersey. I think it's looking more like Tama's going to bring her down to New Jersey. Scotty told me today that he qualified. I saw Walner of Matt Baxis today qualify for James. Oh my God, it's got a beautiful gait. I don't know what horse it was. He said it stands all pigeon-toed and toed in.
Really?
Yep. It trots as beautiful as you could. It was flying at the wire. And looked very, very good. I didn't really get its name. I just watched it and I said, who is that? And somebody said, oh, it's Matt's horse. I said, no. I talked to him for a brief minute. I said, man, that's a good-looking filly. And he goes, yeah, I think they said they paid $50 for her, if I'm not mistaken. Just a beautiful filly. The reason I said that is because that horse